And welcome back, my friends. This is going to be a different video. I hope you'll hang around and watch it because it has nothing to do with diecast, but it does have something to do with the treasure. This one might give you the creepy crawlies, but I beg you to stay around because these guys are completely harmless and completely fun to keep. What you're looking at right now is the common woodlouse, or roly-poly. There's about 500 different names for these guys, and that's not an exaggeration. They're called cheesers, pillbugs, so many different things I can't even think of all the names right now. And here you see they are feasting. I put in some dead leaf litter off some plants and some dead moss right here. And they are going to town. Wow, you can see that guy right there. He's eating a piece right now. You can actually see the piece that he's eating decreasing as he's eating it. And I have some more unique ones of some nicer coloration and some other bins that we'll take a look at here. There's a pretty cool looking one. He's pretty plain though when it comes to what I'm describing. See, they explore around the bin and they're extremely active in the early morning hours, such as right now. It's 1 something in the morning. Here's a big piece of root that I put in there, and they love to crawl over it, hang from it. And like I had mentioned, these guys are totally harmless. They will not, if they happen to get out of this bin, they would die looking for food before they would start to destroy any kind of structure. They don't eat plants. As you see, this plant has been growing, this plant has been growing. Sometimes they will nibble on a plant here and there, but they lose interest. They'd rather eat decaying things like this. They're nature's cleanup crew, and they're super easy to keep and fun to keep. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this lid back on here, and we'll take a look at the bin right next to it. Here's some more, eating on some dead moss again and dead leaf litter. And I'm trying to look around. Oh, there's one right there. Right next to that woodlouse, that little guy on the side there. That is what's called a springtail. They are another cleanup crew. Part of the cleanup crew, I should say. Here's a lot of decaying plants and such over here. You see some little antennae sticking out. They're hanging out over in there, and most likely underneath the wood. And oh look, we have a die-cast car in here, which they're probably hanging out underneath. Oh, right there, check that out. Here's a weird little example for you. And of course he fell over. There's a dead one right there, or it looks to be a shed actually instead of a dead one. Possibly a dead one. He must have reached his life expectancy. This guy's alive. But he must have reached his life expectancy, and that honestly appears to be a shed instead, because they molt. They are crustaceans, if you're not in the knowledge of that. And don't really expect anybody to know too much about these guys. Well, let me go ahead and put this lid back on and we'll check out some more. Alrighty, and in this bin right here, this is my more special ones. These guys are very vibrant in color, and they have some very unique striping. As you see right there, we have an orange one and a very unique white striped one. I believe all of these are part of the same species, Armadillidium vulgare, most simple form of North American woodlice, like this fellow here. And there's a pretty unique one right there, more yellow colored. And I'm thinking as he gets bigger, he'll kind of lose his color. And check them out, they're mingling a little bit. Two great comparisons. And there's a good amount in here hiding underneath the wood. That's why they're called woodlice. They colonize on decaying wood and trees and things such as that. So, we'll check out one more bin. And the last bin we're going to check out is my youngling sanctuary. This is where I have a lot of my smaller woodlice, such as this little fellow over here. Check him out. There's another little guy right there. 2, 3 little ones, I see. Hanging out on all the decaying leaf litter and stuff. These are all trimmings off of a spider plant. I'm going to go ahead and pull this bin out a little bit so I can prop the lid open. There we go. There's another one right there. See, I know some people get the creepy crawlies from stuff like this, but they're very harmless. You can pick them up and hold them and everything. They don't bite. They have no real defense mechanism. And oh, here we go. In this bin, I also have millipedes, which was a complete accident. I didn't even really know that they were going to be in here. I had gotten some new soil from my garden, and these guys must have been in the soil. They're very fun to watch. They just, kind of coexist. I've read before that they kind of are enemies of each other, but I do believe that would be a centipede in a woodlouse. This happens to be a millipede, a very small one at that as well. And he's hanging out underneath a piece of the dirt right now. There he goes on the other side. Ton of fun. Very cool. Have your own little ecosystem. See if I can get it to focus on there. I really want to showcase him. There he goes. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed it. Turn my light off, and as you see, we're in complete utter darkness, which they really like. They're most active during the dark. So, I'm going to let them do their nightly routine, and I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you for watching. Stay safe.